I didn't even know that existed.
Nor did I.
You didn't plug in that rice cooker. Could that have possibly shorted out everything?
What's happening here? What's in? There's no TV or internet in the whole city. Right off there. You got any calls for me from Carter? Jack Dwyer?
Yeah, are the phones working?
The phones I left inside my computer. Did you get calls from Carter? No calls. Maybe you've been lucky to leave. Okay, thank you.
Jet lag.
Yeah, a little bit of a fog. What about you?
Do I look like a guy who's jet lag? Huh? No. All that shit's in the mind, mate.
Yeah, it's already
All that
is. Yeah.
bullshit. Joe, 2 shots. There you go.
I think I'm just gonna stick with a beer.
How's it for you? It's me.
Cool. Is that guy playing a Casio keyboard on top of a grand piano?
Yeah, welcome to Asia. Look at I love it here.
Really?
There's just so much to do.
I don't know. 10 years ago, I could not have pictured myself dragging my family to the other side of the world to start over in some mid-management job.
At least you're making a good living and doing good. Yeah. Another bit of goods those Cardiff boys sell you.
Oh, you got something against clean drinking water? Maybe I do need a shot.
No, you don't. No, you don't. We got the kids upstairs. So what did you do anyway in your better days?
I invented a valve. I know it doesn't sound very sexy, but it was. No, but we came up with this valve that was almost a big deal. Came very close.
Here's to almost. Almost.
Cheers. What about you? You have any kids or anything?
No. Not anymore. I guess I've seen better days too.
Yeah.
On that note, I think I'm gonna hit a straight joint.
All right.
Yeah. Perhaps I should change into my sweatpants. Yeah, let them know I mean business.
Oh, here.
Hey, listen, I'll let the bastards go down, okay?
All right. Thank you. Yeah. See ya. You okay? Are you sick?
Oh, no. I'm just tired.
Are you mad at me?
No. No.
Yeah. I'm sorry. I wasn't trying to fool you with this. It's okay. I know. I wasn't planning for things to work out like this, but I thought this is the best option available. I'm doing the best thing.
I can't come for you right now.
No, I know I'm not. Any word from Florida? Jack Dwyer?
Afraid not, sir. I am very sorry.
Do you have a newspaper?
Our delivery did not come in today, so we have none.
Is there someplace I can go to get one?
Yes, you could go to Company Crom.
I don't know where that is.
This is where we are. This is Company Crom. When you get to Marshall, don't turn right, but only half.
Oh yeah.
Newspapers, sir.
Thanks.
You're welcome.
Do you have any newspapers in English? Do you have the Herald Tribune or do you have USA Today? Do you have any American newspapers? Great. Thank you. And this is from 3 days ago. Do you have one that's a newer? Thanks.
Econ 3200, Virginia's going to die. Here's what I want. The laughter first? Not so funny. You sure you don't want to come with us? Put down this page turner? Maybe I'll get you guys later.
What are you flying solo wagon?
My partner banged in sick. What do we got?
The victim's name is Courtney Thurman. She's a freshman at the college. She was on her way home from the library. Next thing she knows, Kurt's got her on the ground, yanks her jeans, rips her underwear, and then the crazy part,
He didn't finish the deed.
yeah,
Second sexual assault we had on campus tonight. Send the kid to college to get an education, so you get some mud collecting trophies. How's the girl?
she's okay. She's a little shook up. She seems like a pretty good kid. She able to identify the person? Nah, some goon with a stocking pulled over his
You
face.
say anything about an SUV?
Yeah, she said she was followed by a black Escalade.
Great. Anti-stalking Escalade. It's the same memo. We got a sexual predator on the street.
No. You gotta go back the other way.
I got it. I got it.
Yeah. No, you're supposed to hit the other guy in the head.
Yeah.
What about Morgan's mom? Remember Patricia's wedding? It was beautiful, wasn't it?
Sure, Sid.
I was thinking about going topless to the wedding. You okay with that?
Sounds good. Did you see that?
No, do it again. Yeah, get in there.
Whatever you do, stay away from Morgan Hall. The food? The bad luck. What's wrong, Sid? You have your own problems, so you don't need to hear mine. The only problem I have right now is in San Francisco with my daughter. Come on, cup of tea. It's just... Yeah, I'm happy Jamie's doing something he loves. It's nothing. A Harvard lawyer put a ring on your finger and you're walking down the aisle with a rookie cop. You have every reason to be thrown by that. Well, it's not that, really. I'd marry Jamie if he worked at Booth in a midtown town. Just as long as I didn't feel like he loved taking tolls more than he loved talking to me. You can't take it personally, Sid. It's not you. It's the job. It's like my mother used to say, a woman cannot compete with the gun and the shield. So that why you never dated any cops? Yeah, probably. Instead, I married a defense attorney who turned out to be a sleazebag. So what do I know?
Anything else for you? Can you describe his voice?
Never said a word.
What about his hands? Are they rough, soft? Do they have any distinct odor coming off them?
I'm sorry. It just happened so suddenly, you know?
I do. It's all right. It's all right.
Hey, detective.
Yeah. Excuse me.
Anonymous call to 911 just reported a female screaming for help 8 blocks from here.
This is so Nick and Nora. When this whole place to ourselves? How do you do it?
Miss Economy, I just called around until I found someone I needed business.
No, Ed Field Shop would have a line around the corner.
Well, maybe this is the night he closes.
But he opened just for you.
Well, maybe someone saved his life.
Someone saved his life once?
Robert had a knife in his throat, and then he didn't.
This is a risk, Frank.
Well, risk is the price you pay for opportunity.
And what sort of opportunity?
The opportunity of sitting across from you at dinner thinking about later. Keep it off the air. I want the chief of D's there to brief me. Same with Manhattan North.
Am I going to see you later?
I think so.
Anything you'd like to share?
Yes, there is.
Gee, thanks.
I'm sorry about this.
Yeah, get me the news desk. Hey, it's Kelly. Listen, there's something happening in Manhattan North, and it's not on the police radio.
Talk to me.
Victims were on ride, student at the university. Speak pretty bad, not saying too much. But I'll tell you this, the guy who raped her, it's a meaningful event.
Raped her?
Yeah.
Great. This guy's been building up the courage all night to finally take what he wanted.
The only good news is that in the struggle, she grabbed that from Kirk's mask. Got a glimpse of him before he hit her again.
She ever tried to get it on?
Caucasian, medium build, thinks he's got brown hair.
The students were attacked, and then there was an escalation to rape. Like a sexual predator targeting university co-eds.
That's why he called me in.
I felt it was important, sir.
Baker, you did good. Where are we at?
Chief of D's had all surveillance video pulled from the area's Argus system and forwarded it to major case. Manhattan North has done with police patrols.
The names and numbers for the victims' families. They should hear from the NYPD before the press breaks us.
Commissioner.
Yes, sir, we are.
Can you turn up the volume on that?
You're on the scene, and unfortunately, there aren't any suspects yet. But the police are canvassing the area, so hopefully we'll hear something soon.
Pretty soon they'll be able to report the news before it happens.
We're on.
Hey, Sarge, we got the sketch artist over at the hospital with the rape victims. He's in and out of consciousness, but they're working on him like this.
Let's put it up in the media, put it up in the neighborhood. I'm on it.
Look at that.
NYPD August footage and the Universal Zone surveillance. Hopefully somewhere in here I get a look at this escalator. I think of my own daughter.
Yeah.
Patrols have been doubled on campus. Additional foot posts have been added, and anti-crime units will be running regular sweeps for the area.
Does the NYPD have any suspects?
Not yet, Willis. We're in the early stages of the investigation.
Do we have a description of the right racing?
White male, medium build, in his 20s or 30s.
Do you have any firm leads, Commissioner?
I think I already answered that question, Miss Davidson. Thank you. That's all for now.
Commissioner, one more question.
That's right. Detective Reagan. They just gave her a shot. Sleep. We'll do all we can to get the guy who did this to the daughter. They say the next 24 hours are critical. Look, I know this is uncomfortable for you, but I do have to ask you some questions, sir. Your daughter, any reason you think she was targeted? Ex-boyfriend, problems with a stalker? No, I don't think so. She would have told me. We speak every day on the phone. She got an A on a biology test. She's a pre-med. She doing work outside of school. Part-time job. She's on scholarship. I give her all the pocket money she needs. She just keep thinking about how scared she must have been. I'm really sorry, Mr. Rat. Yeah. It's Walter. Walter. See, it's just been the two of us. We lost her mother 15 years ago, cancer. Not a day has passed that I don't wish that she was still here with us. Until today. Today I'm happy she's not here.
Shouldn't you be doing something? You are. Besides contributing to your high cholesterol. How would we campus those electronics stores? So maybe that stick-up guy hits again. Let me tell you something. Lots of cops burn themselves out, chasing down every half-assed lead like it's the French Connection, but never learning the secret to being a good cop. Is that extra man? Hey, I make the jokes around here with me. I'm talking about the art of doing nothing. It's amazing you don't have your own command by now. I'm serious. NYPD has spent millions of dollars on hours and manpower setting up stings and takedowns, but if they just taught more cops the art of observing. Well, what, A's and skateboarders? Well, for instance, a Yepsu over there, in the Mandos, 11 o'clock, what do you think he's doing? He's reading the newspaper. No, that's what he wants his wife to think he's doing. What he's really doing is checking out those blondes doing Tai Chi. That's great, we can arrest him for having impure thoughts. Okay, wise ass. You see that? What? The guy in the suit. Look at him. See him touching his hip? If he's looking for something, I'm checking to see if his wallet's still there. You wearing your wallet on your hip, huh? Guy's got a gun right here. No, so let's go toss him. No. Well, why not? What, a gun call? You crazy? Why not? Because he's a cop, right? Mike was stolen. Watch out on the 2-5. Plays on my softball team, center field. Okay, so I knew. So you didn't.
I wish I could be more helpful. He was behind me. I never got a good look at him. He was stalking over his head. It was horrible.
Was there anything else you might have forgotten? Any small details you might have left out?
I heard about the other girl. Yes, I was lucky.
Hard to say it was lucky happened to you.
Okay. They didn't have tomato and rice, and it's vegetable. Okay, perfect. This is the best friend when I make a with Blake. This is the detective I was talking about. I just wanted to ask me some more questions.
Should we come back?
No. Actually, maybe you can help. Just take a look at the sketch, see if it reminds you of anybody you know or anybody you might say that.
Sorry.
Not really.
Okay. I'll tell you what. When you guys remember something, when anything at all comes to mind, I'll give me a call anytime. We'll get this guy.
You just hear about this stuff. You never think it's gonna happen to you.
Take good care of him.
Hey, Sarge, I'm back.
How'd you go?
Yeah, you know, I put the sketch out there. It's pretty generic. You have any luck?
Ground will double. Video footage captures an Escalade matching the description in the area. Got a nice picture of rolling down Broadway, but we only got a partial license plate.
Anything pop at the DMV?
Yeah, we got two real strong possibles. We got a Vincent Hara of West 91st Street and a Sophia Calzo of Park Avenue.
You know, West 91st Street's about 15 blocks from the last attack.
And Mr. Hara's also been a contestant with us before.
Yes, he has. 2 priors, possession of ecstasy, and domestic abuse.
Yeah, I put out a finest message. Get every RMP looking for these license plates.
All right, I'm gonna go visit Mr. Hara and ring his bell.
You trouble, man?
Oh, but you might.
me some ice. My chemistry would have break your other leg.
You're arresting me? What did I do?
Get your hands in front.
What did you do?
Somebody jumped out the window, huh? When your car was at the scene of the rape last night?
Rape? I didn't rape anybody. Was at the Yankee game last night.
Good, we'll get Cheater on the horn and find out. No, we just called her.
Yeah. Reagan.
Yeah.
Yeah. You gotta cut him loose.
Who?
Vincent Harrow. In the Jumbotron video of last night's ball game at Yankee Stadium, Perk's alibi just checked out. 35,000 eyewitnesses. Says he only rabbited it because of the drug problems.
Okay.
What? No Reagan Riot Act?
I guess you're lucky guys. And up at the 17th, 2 uniforms just pulled over the other SUV at the partial plate match.
Yes. Finally, Captain, thank you so much for coming. These idiots have been keeping us here.
Sophia Kelso.
Yes, do you have any idea what the traffic is going to be like going out to the Hamptons now?
No, actually, I have no idea. Is this your vehicle, ma'am?
Yes, it's my vehicle. Would you mind telling me what's going on? Because they wouldn't.
Yeah, were you using this car last night?
I was at the Metropolitan Museum of Art for a charity auction. I took a town car.
Did you happen to have the name and number of the car service you used?
This is outrageous. Do you have any idea who I am?
Sophia Kelso.
My husband is the Deputy Consul of Argentina. I have diplomatic immunity. You have no right to stop and detain me.
Is that what that little
Yes,
emblem is?
exactly.
Nice. Well, look, a vehicle matching yours and make and model with a similar license plate was involved in a series of sexual assaults last night.
Don't be ridiculous.
Would anyone else have had access to this vehicle, ma'am?
I've had enough of this. I'm not talking to people anymore.
Some pretty fancy bumper stickers back there. Your kids must go to some nice schools.
Yes, my daughter's a freshman at Brown, and my son is in college here in New York. Are you finished? Thank you.
Thank you. Have a great day. Sebastian Kelso.
Barney Miller?
Yeah, that's good. Hey, guess who's been top for open mic night at Central Booking? Hey, I'm talking.
Kind of busy with classes right now, so I think like never, maybe.
I think like now, maybe.
I'll let my dad decide.
With that.
Officer?
It's detective action.
Oh, of course. The business. Claudio Casa, Deputy Counsel of Argentina.
Mr. Deputy Counsel, I just came by to ask Sebastian some questions about his whereabouts last night.
Miss Mother told me you might be stopping by. I'm afraid it will be impossible for you to question.
Why is that?
I am asserting his diplomatic immunity.
Well, look, a violent rape was committed within the proximity of the school grounds. We know Sebastian's Escalade was in the area, so I just wanted to see if you'd seen anything.
Sebastian? Apparently not.
Okay, look, a woman was beaten and raped. And Sebastian shrugs his shoulders and it's apparently not.
I do not like your tone, detective.
Oh, forgive me. I never made it to finishing school.
This conversation is now over.
Sebastian, take you out to lunch.
Yeah.
Lab report came back snake eyes on the rape kit. We got a sample, but no matches in the system.
Hey, Sergeant, I'm really liking the diplomat's case.
Right now, your case is weaker than the Mets bullpen.
It's weak.
You got a parking sticker in the car, you got a rough sketch, and you got a suspect with diplomatic immunity, which, as you know, is absolute.
It's not my fault I can't talk to the kid.
You gotta take it up with 1PP. They just called out. The commissioner has this.
Sergeant, I need in this kitchen partner.
The commissioner has this. Let those 4 words be the gospel according to Gormley, okay? Get some sleep, Reagan. I like it better when you fight back. Yeah.
Deputy Counsel. Commission.
Thanks for coming. Please sit down. I was having some coffee. Would you like some?
Yes, thank you.
Actually, this isn't the first time we met. It was a few years ago at Gracie Mansion, back when I was chief of department.
Oh, yes, of course.
I was a police officer for over 30 years before I became police commissioner, but I like to think of myself as a father first. Raised 4 kids. And I always let them know that they came before the job. But I also let them know that if they had done wrong, that I would be as firm with them as I would any lawbreaker on the street.
That's admirable, Commissioner.
What I'm about to ask of you is unimaginably difficult, but it is the right thing to do. I want you to waive your son's immunity. Commissioner.
I've spoken with Sebastian. My son did not commit these crimes.
Then allow us to rule him out as a suspect. Permit my detectives to talk to him and take a DNA sample.
Sorry, Commissioner, but it would be bad precedent for me to breach a diplomatic protocol. I will not waive my son's immunity under any circumstances.
I understand.
Thank you for the coffee. If you like good coffee, you should try some of my country's boutique brands. I will send you some links.
Take it down to the lab. They're expecting it.
Every morning with this one. Eggs Benedict, eggs Florentine. I'm up to here with eggs. I got eggs coming out of my ears. Oh, shut the door. What? I'm not right about this guy. I'm shocked, Reagan. I'm shocked. A Harvard guy like you was fucking a vertical challenge. It's 85 degrees out. Why does he wear a coat? My eyes are bulging. Okay, good eye, Reagan. Hey, Ray, you're not gonna believe this. Look what this clown just told us, huh? Congratulations, kid. You just scored your first gun collar. You hear that? Let's go.
This just in from the lab at 1 p.m.
Well, I'm not exactly a science major, Sergeant. What am I looking at?
Brave new world. It's the DNA obtained from the suspect's biological father. You know, from the coffee cup in the commissioner's office. It's a partial match to DNA from the rape victim, Lauren Ryan.
Okay, we got partial plates, we got partial DNA, I'm partially half.
It may not be the suspect's own DNA, but it shows you've been barking up the right
You
tree.
can't bust the kid, he's untouchable.
DNA from the coffee cup? It's good, Dad.
I try to stay in the game.
So how do you think it's gonna play out?
I don't know. The mayor sent his partial DNA match to Argentina, and we wait and see if they waive his kid's immunity.
That'd be nice.
If they do.
So,
What? Lunch with my beautiful daughter has been a tradition since you've been at the DA's.
yeah, except for 3 in the afternoon and not a Wednesday.
Well, maybe I remembered that you second-seated a diplomatic immunity case once.
I'll poke around a little bit. See if I can find a way into, around, or over this thing.
Always good to have a plan B.
Mm-hmm. And a beer. And then I went over with this.
He's like the one, and it is not for lack of evidence. It's because he has a get out of jail free card, diplomatic immunity. Now we've also learned that the mayor's office is approached.
First I heard about it. You agreed, Mr. Mayor, to sit on this until Argentina considered your request.
For once, having 3,000 credentialed reporters in our city works in our favor.
Embarrassing Argentina. It's a pretty risky strategy.
No, I mean, if they deny a request, then they are a cold and heartless lot who don't care about the decent citizens of the city like I do. At which point it becomes the State Department's problem,
All they can do is send him back.
where he becomes their problem. The point is, he is no longer my problem.
And the victim and her family.
Since when do we got 1,000, Frank?
Diplomatic immunity? It's complicated, Walter. Well, it shouldn't be. You know who did it, you arrest him. Hey, I don't like it any more than you do, okay? But my hands are tied. I so much as ask this kid for the time and I get jammed up.
Well, maybe I should ask him for the time.
Hey, I'm gonna pretend I didn't hear you.
No, my daughter is lying in a hospital bed. Where's this kid, sitting courtside at the Knicks?
Walter, I know it doesn't make any sense, but it's the law.
No, you know what, detective? It makes perfect sense. The diplomat gets to protect his kid, not the
I
electrician.
bet you he's done the same thing in
If he
his
can't do
country.
something about it, I will.
I bet you that ain't the first time.
I got a better idea. How about we round up every diplomat in the city and send them back to where they came from?
Let me tell you about the time I had the Russian ambassador's car towed to the South Bronx. Little glass goes straight up his tailpipe.
That little stunt put you in the doghouse to Washington for a year, Pop.
Also put me in favor with the rank and file for life.
Yes, it did.
Great grandma was in a doghouse? Expressions, stupid. Okay, boys.
You got back.
I'm with Danny on this one. These people abuse diplomatic privilege. They don't pay the parking tickets, the rent, the stuff that I lost. Oh, that gun bust might have knocked some sense into this kid.
You're fans?
So what, Sydney? You think that's a little bit fix to get away with?
Of course not. Rape is heinous. I'd like to
I
go to
don't
jerks
believe
with
in
myself.
diplomatic
I just
immunity.
need to have naive things.
Oh, no,
It's not that that should surprise me.
Even if you're not even if you are a diplomat, you should not have special privileges and you can do whatever the fuck you want
Her in the ring, Sid, the kid.
when you come to the United States.
And another Sunday dinner with some Ivy League attorney trying to open my eyes.
You come to the United States and you wreak havoc and then get to go back to your country.
Diplomatic immunity may not be perfect, but it serves a purpose.
Yeah, I don't rich kids get away with rape.
So what about American diplomats abroad?
They don't pay their parking tickets either.
I'm talking about the female diplomat in the Middle East who ends up in jail because she wears inappropriate garb and doesn't have diplomatic immunity. Do you really want our ambassadors in tenuous countries to be subject to trumped-up charges, thrown in jail, and used as pawns in a diplomatic game of chicken? The world's a lot bigger than the 5 boroughs, Danny.
Yeah. I'm sorry I didn't get to spend my junior year abroad like you. I had my hands full of Fallujah.
Well, Argentina turned us down. They're not going to wait immunity.
Great. That's just what your friend, the mayor, wants.
Not my friend.
Now he's gonna call the State Department and have that kid's butt shipped back to Argentina.
He raped somebody and we give him a first-class ticket home.
I'll tell you what,
I didn't let you walk.
I'm here.
you better have a pretty good reason for missing dinner, miss.
She might.
Of course, I had to pull Judge Barthel from his son's Holy Communion party.
What are you doing, Barton?
Getting this. What is it?
It's a material witness order. The vehicle was used in the commission of a B felony. First degree rape in this case. So the city of New York says I can take you into custody.
I beg your pardon.
Beg your pardon. Please don't make this any more fun for me than it already is. Okay, sport?
And my diplomatic immunity.
Oh, yeah, excuse me. Yeah. Well, that actually went out the window the minute you divorced your husband. Which, of course, you failed to disclose to us. Did you disclose that to you? So now, you're going to come down with paid essential booking, where you can hang out with the likes of the drug addicts and the prostitutes and the other unsavory types who tend to hang out there. Until such time, of course, you can get your son to come down and give me an interview. So I'm sure it won't take too long since you control the stuff. Enjoy your lunch. Got it?
Oh, you must have drank the knockout punch. It's okay. I've never had the other one,
Get him in
so.
the car. Right away. What are you doing? Hey, what are you doing, Walter? What are you doing?
Just sightseeing, that's all.
Sightseeing, huh? When I pat you down, that bulge in your pocket's gonna be what? Camera? Huh? You understand that criminal possession of a firearm is a C felony, right?
Well, you're a father. Try to imagine how little I care about what happens to me right
Hey, what about Walter? You care what happens to her? Walter, if I put my hands on you and that camera's not a camera, she's gonna be visiting you upstate for the next 3 years. You think that's gonna make this any better for her?
Well, I'm supposed to do nothing. Anyone, detective, you tell me. Huh? Next semester when she shows up at biology class, this animal is sitting next to her? Huh? That can't happen.
No, this cannot happen. Now, you do yourself a favor. You walk down there and you find a nice quiet spot. You drop your little 9mm
I think
into the water, okay? Hey,
they're willing
you don't do that.
on a criminal act and they have diplomatic immunity. They should not be allowed back into the country. They should be sent back and not allowed back in.
Go.
If we can't put them in jail, then just send them back home and then not allow them back. Because to me,
Where are these people? It's not as hell. Sorry, keep you waiting.
lighter.
Go short hand again. My name in the jacket, please.
As you know, Detective, my client has agreed to this interview, but he's in no way waiving his immunity.
Right, that's fine. How much that came to you with you taking off the sunglasses?
How about I think about it? No.
Okay, suit yourself. I only have a few questions.
Then I have one of my own. Air conditioner. Have you ever heard of it?
Yeah, we can fix it. Yeah, it's been off and on lately. I've been complaining for weeks myself. I can see you have a lot of pull. Yeah. All right, let's get started. Where were you on the 1916th?
San Francisco. I don't know. Wait. Cancun. It was 2 weeks ago. I'm not really sure. Bali?
It's funny. I think it's funny when I'm real got raped. Huh?
No, I think it's funny that you think I need to get money that way.
I don't think anything. I think it's speaks for itself. If your day goes at the crime scene, victim ID'd you, I'd be willing to bet my salary if you took a DNA test. We're gonna be all over that girl.
It's a good thing I'm smart enough not to take that bet, despite the temptation of winning the old $40,000.
Well, unfortunately, I'm compensating my face. I like when I get to see the look of love in a meat wrangler's eye that they make some sport, which there's no selling. That's a nice tattoo. Let's get out of here.
He knows he's been made.
Nice time. Did it work? Yeah, don't touch anything. Put his sweaty hands all over the doorknob there. He's got some drips over here. We're going to tape it too. So we spit on the germ to sweat someone. Yeah, I have a question for you. Why does the boyfriend of one of our victims have the same exact tattoo on his arm as this rapist? Tell me about it.
It's Wolf and Key. The name of a sort of exclusive club at school.
Like a fraternity?
It's private, secret. Nobody's supposed to know about it. Generally had 5 freshmen a year. It's had a president, senators, even Supreme Court justices.
Well, that explains why Sebastian's kids didn't know what about you. What's your excuse? Your old man's a school teacher from Yonkers. How'd you get it?
Captain of the football team.
Gotta have one of those, right?
You know how the world works.
I don't know how that world works. It's not you like me.
Jimmy, the van or not that.
Mm-hmm.
Wolf and Key can open up a lot of doors for me. What? For number 5. I had no future in professional football. And a girl like Courtney?
Like Courtney. Your girlfriend. It's the part that I don't get. I see you two together, you look very happy. She's a very beautiful girl. You knew Sebastian. You knew he attacked her. Why didn't you come forward? Protect the guy who attacked your girlfriend. I don't know. You don't know what? You attacked your girlfriend.
He didn't attack her.
You mean you didn't attack her?
He sold her out.
If he didn't attack your girlfriend, then who did? Hey,
Who attacked your
He
girlfriend?
sold her out for
Who
the group.
did it?
Oh no, he's saying he did it so he can keep his
He attacked him.
It's just supposed to be a prank, right? This year's initiation.
He attacked your girlfriend as part of a hazing.
Sebastian dreamed it up. How did you get this? I know stores on campus. Yes. Right around the Sunday members. We got their panties. Check them off.
So he pissed.
So at least I'd be careful and she wouldn't get hurt.
Because she wouldn't start that with you. So now it's Sebastian's turn. You and your buddies, you're all in the car. What'd you do? Did you watch? Watch him rape that
To
insect?
verify. To verify what? We didn't know he was gonna rape her. We didn't.
You went nuts. You went nuts. And the rest of you sat around and you watched. That makes you all part of it now. That makes you all future masters of the universe.
That sounds like that skull. It sounds like a skull and
You can't
bones.
do anything just
You
like
know, the old.
Congratulations. You are.
They used to do hazings like that to make you do criminal acts.
Come on. Come on.
And the other day we locked up 15 gentlemen rich kids on Howells and Low. But with this nuts past is still on the loose.
I gotta roll. I just hit a bullseye on the DNA for my door now. Get ready to start howling. Hey, I'll be back for you.
I don't know, Kelly. I just don't think we should see each other. I'm sorry, I gotta go.
5 minutes. I do not want to miss the beginning of La Boheme.
Sit down.
4 minutes.
As you know, your son came into the NYPD for an interview. It seems that our air conditioning is broken.
3 minutes. What Baker was about to say, Claudia, was your son dripped his DNA all over the room.
Forensics compared his sample with those taken from the victim as part of the rape kit performed after the attack.
That's a perfect match, Claudia.
Commissioner, despite what your evidence may or may not show, it is material. My son remains protected under diplomatic immunity.
That's true. He is protected. Here.
NYPD forwarded Sebastian Caso's DNA profile to officials in Argentina, specifically the Buenos Aires Police Department. It was run against evidence collected in the rape and beating of a 19-year-old Buenos Aires student.
I knew it wasn't the only one he had done, but not the
I'm
first one.
afraid that too is next.
Good God.
Our State Department will give your son 24 hours to return to Argentina, where he will be tried for that crime, and he will be convicted and sent to Mendoza.
Mendoza prison is your country's most notorious.
I know. I know of Mendoza.
Of course, you could decide to waive your son's immunity, allow NYPD detectives to take him into custody and risk a fair trial here.
And Mendoza, he ain't gonna get one.
The girl he raped is another man's daughter. Oh, time's
It's
up.
not fair to.
On your way to the opera, call your son and explain it to him.
I'd rather be tried in the United States.
So, what are you doing here with me instead of at home with your beautiful fiancée?
The city's pulling on ladder to law firm. I don't know, I guess I just had an urge to look at some of these old pictures.
So how's it been? First few weeks on the job. Every time I do something, my sergeant tells me how I should have done it differently. And I think about what Danny would have done. And that's something else. Good cops are made by the world they police. I was that kind of cop I needed to be in my time. So was your dad. So was Dan. Now, your dad runs the city and Danny's adapted to the changes. Now I'm a dinosaur. Listen to your sergeant. Become your own kind of good cop. I've seen that picture before. Which? What's that pin? The Templar. I told you about that. I didn't know Danny was one. Yeah, he joined. It was a different thing by then. Different how? In my day, we formed the Templar for a reason, to clean up the department. After the job was done, it became just another club. Drinking and war stories. You know what? That's more dinosaur talk. Let's see what happened with the Jets.
Step aside. Hold on. Hold on. It's not quite right. Oh yeah, there we go. There you go. No jokes today? Step aside. How's he doing? It's gonna be okay. He's not.
She's gonna have to go through California.
Hey, Francis. Special delivery.
She's never gonna trust another man again because, first of all, how could your boyfriend
They're your favorite kind. Where are they from?
do that shit to you?
Ooh, don't mind if I do.
Speaking of our civic leader,
It's a victory for the city of New York. Just happy that the government of Argentina heeded my advice and did the right thing.
yeah, Dad does all the work and the mayor takes the credit.
Sounds familiar.
If you're looking for a pat on the back, don't become a cop.
Good job, Dad.
Good job, Dad.
Good job, son.
Yeah.
Don't smoke that in my house.
I'm telling you, this guy is as solid as they come. When you reach out to me with this score, I'm thinking there's no guy more right for this than my man Cole. Why is he giving me a beef about whether or not the Stones are going to be there? You tell him how far back we go? Come on. I've known you my whole life, bro. No, man, it's just, he's a perfectionist. Trust me, that kind of attitude pays off. I've been with this guy in some serious takedowns. Montreal, Detroit, Chicago. He never blinks.
Where's my phone at?
Here he comes.
Okay, one more time.
I was doing.
I know. I believe the truck.
That's why I'm bothering you.
No, man, it's just. I get it. And I believe the truck.
You, 3 minutes means 3 minutes, not a second more. When we are inside,
I watch the room.
you watch the room. Somebody wants to be a hero, you make them a martyr.
Why is there a
Sorry, sir, the commissioner is my son, Einstein. Relax. Commissioner.
It's okay, Bill. He's my father.
Hey, my old Fitz special. You know, you get a lot more firepower if you use an automatic.
Oh, these days I'm surrounded by people who can shoot me, Pop.
Still, the thing's practically an antique.
It was built to last.
That's exactly what your grandfather said when he gave it to me.
I like carrying your gun, Pop.
Fair enough. Well, I got my new ID. I always thought it was silly how they stamped retired all over it. May as well say rest in peace.
You're lucky they're still paying your pension.
What is this?
It's supposed to be a camel. It was a gift from the police chief in Amman, Jordan.
Brave new world. I was lucky if I got a pine plaque from the Poughkeepsie police. Here. Strawberry on rye. Mrs. Friggins' kitchen.
Whatever your war on cholesterol.
Let's just say it's a tactical retreat.
So we're set for Shakespeare in the Park tonight? Can't wait.
And a sandwich with pastrami and corned beef.
I was sitting with Grandpa the other night when we were looking at pictures from the old days. I remember seeing his pin on his uniform, the Blue Templar. Or some kind of fraternal group?
Yeah, back in the days.
You said you were tapped for it too. But it was such a back in the day thing.
You a cop or a reporter? It's nothing for a rookie to worry about.
If we work smart, by tonight we will be rich. If we work hard.
Get out of here. You and Danny bringing the girls to a play? You? Mr. Ivy League. But Danny. Yeah, it's Shakespeare in the Park. My cousin's a sergeant in Central Park. He hooked us up with the tickets. No waiting online. Danny Bacon and Shakespeare in the same sentence. It's the funniest thing I ever heard. Trying to civilize him. Yeah, you and what army? Ah, no. Not today. You know this job? The way ever. It's a chronic domestic job. Every 3 months, these two knuckleheads go to war over something. Yeah. The only good thing about this friggin' job is it keeps my marriage in perspective.
John Gary is a pimp. He sleeps with women, not his wife. He's a Lothario.
Alice, change tactics. Shows initiative.
A pig.
Alice, you can basically say whatever you want, but the bullhorn and the pig, they gotta...
Penelope stays.
You named Hey, Rizzoli.
Yeah.
You see what I'm up against?
I read the Constitution, freedom of speech.
Counselor, you wanna help me out here?
Abundant case law supports restraining speech within the freedoms on public order.
Where'd you find this one, Lindsay?
Hey, you wouldn't believe me if I told you. Alice, you could stay, but the bullhorn and Penelope, they gotta go. Officer, deflate the pig.
You got Sarge?
They're finna rob the diamond exchange.
Okay, 3 minutes.
I'm on your break. Yeah, your John has not told me anything. He says it's an anniversary surprise.
Uh-oh.
So I'm kind of looking forward to that. Yeah.
If I worked at one of those places and it was getting robbed, they wouldn't have to worry about me.
So much for what
What all is it you want? You want all of it? Okay. Here's the keys, here's the codes, here's everything. Just take it. They must have on some Teflon.
I'm sorry, sir. We have an officer down.
That was his son's fiance, wasn't it?
When? How?
The uniform is signed to Manhattan South Task Force. She happened on at 10:30 in the Diamond District.
Who is she?
Police officer Michelle Martin, on the job since 04, married, one child,
Oh no.
6 years old.
Likely, not likely.
She was pronounced to work the Bellevue, sir. We're withholding that information, so it doesn't get out of the airways.
Assemble all the super chiefs and chiefs in the command center forthwith.
Yes, sir.
Hogan, sir, I want all tours extended. No cops go home.
Inspector? Hey, this is my new partner, Detective Jackie Curatola. We worked Manhattan North Narcotics back in the day. It's our first day in the command. Yeah, so what do we got? Bad news, Damon. Kid was on the job 6 years. She was in my command when I had the 3-4.
She's on for another show.
You guys knew what they would do, and you were in and out in 3 minutes. Take us north of $5 million. So this officer, she just happened upon this? Yeah. According to her sergeant, she was on duty, but out to me. She swung by the block to get a wedding ring resized. How we doing on the campus? The witnesses are all over the map with their descriptions of the purse. The only thing they all agree on is 3 male whites, 1 tall. Tall one's the shooter. So the tall guy shoots her, she fires back after she's hit Mills a small bag. Tough kid. Alright, so they come out, small guy's hit around here, stumbles over to the van. This is probably his blood, so we got a bleeder. We want to check out hospitals, doctor's offices, veterinarians, anywhere he might have gone to get some help.
This time we have over 300 members of service deployed on campus, extending 1,000 feet out from the location.
Add another 100 uniforms, go river to river. The Con Electric truck.
Nothing yet, sir.
I want it found.
Yes, sir. Department should be advised that the feds are on board.
Good. Want the DAs in all 5 boroughs ready to expedite any paper we might need on warrants. Any questions? Let's get at it.
Sir, the family of husband of the deceased are interviewed in your office.
Okay.
Sorry, I'm late, Sydney. This is so terrible. Can't believe another cop has been killed. What's going on? The news. Poor girl. I guess this is no night to go to Midsummer Night's Train.
Yeah, no.
Shakespeare can wait.
Always starts the same way.
What do you mean? What a fanfare. The damn media be crawling all over this story like a pack of rats. Yeah, front page coverage for about a week, but then you know what happens. I hope we never find out. The whole world moves on. And the family is left to suffer in obscurity. I can't imagine. They said she had a 6-year-old son. Yeah. You know, the department will do what it can. The family get a nice pension. Trim up the wall heroes. Maybe they'll name a street after her. Maybe they will. What's it hurt? You know, that goes down the generations.
How do you deal with the day-to-day? Not knowing if Danny will come home?
Every time I hear a cop has been shot, I hold my breath until I know Danny is okay. And even though I feel awful for the other family, God forgive me. I'm sure relieved it's not my Danny.
Thanks for coming.
Did friends give you anything good?
Ice came out of the clear blue sky. Not a whisper in the gemstone community. His guess, Stone going out of the country.
There's an Argus camera with a perfect view of the crime scene, only didn't get anything. Come here, look at this.
It's at the same exact time as the 911 call.
Yeah.
Back that up. How's it that the one street light in New York City that can block our camera view of the crime is being fixed? This guy just happens to come along 10 minutes before the heist to fix it? Think it's a coincidence?
No, there's 330,000 streetlights in New York City.
How do you know that?
I did an electrician, local figure, long story.
You're like me some other time. I don't believe in coincidences, do you?
No, not on that scale.
How does that happen, huh? 330,000 streetlights in the city of New York, and you just happen to be fixing the one that messes up my day? What are the odds on that? You're a gambler.
I told you I gamble.
Well, let's see. Your computer, your phone bills, your text messages, your emails, your credit cards, and your bank records. Look, I know every asinine thing he does is a second rate, so don't play with me.
I'm just a streetlight guy.
Yeah. It says it's just a streetlight guy.
Come on, kids.
Good, touch it. Touch it, come on, touch it. How's it feel? Feel good? Well, you better learn to love it.
Why?
Because that's the closest you're gonna get to touching your kids again.
That's not everything. You know what cop killers get? They get maximum security, which means no physical contact, so you don't touch anything.
All I did was park my
Really?
truck.
They killed a cop, and you helped them. So that makes you a cop killer too. In fact, don't even look at me. Turn your head away from me. Now! Disgusting.
I was in over my head to my bookie for 50 large. He said if I don't help him and his guys, he's gonna kill me. I swear on my kids' eyes, these guys are savages.
And?
Who's your bookie?
But I give you these guys. My life is not worth a plug nickel.
Who's your bookie?
Pick that friends next time.
I want witness protection.
Yes. What else can I do for you today?
Hey, jackass! Tell me who your bookie is.
Ricky Ventano.
Ricky Ventano? Happy Jack Ventano's kid?
Got to.
We just missed him. Still cold. Let's go. Hey, I want you to get dumps on these computers forthwith.
Got it, Danny.
That's what Ricky winds up at his daddy's.
Big tough guys do.
Detectives?
Commissioner Reagan.
Ventano leave anything behind but tell us where he's going?
We seized 2 computers. CCS will acquire the hard drives and see what kind of trail this guy left us. Also thinking of giving his old man Happy Jack a shake.
We'll have 3 words for you. Call my lawyer. Put him under 24 hours surveillance. Kid makes contact. We'll know about the business.
You know, they got an electric truck. Standing in a parking lot over on West 51st. Brent's and Garage gonna start processing.
Let's see this stuff.
Family's in my office now. We gotta get this son of a bitch.
Kicked out every door this punk's ever walked with that.
I know you.
Sarge, we finally got somewhere on the camera footage.
This video came from a camera located outside of a nightclub on 5-1.
It's halfway between the crime scene and where the perps dumped the con electric truck.
That is our boy Ricky Ventano making his getaway with the diamonds.
Splitting up part of the plan?
I think Ricky might have called an audible and then a business for himself.
Well, either way, we still have to nail Ricky and his 2 pals, whether he's with him or against him.
Yeah, well, we've rounded up every heist guy left walking. We've talked to every known associate of Ricky Ventano so far we got squad.
We checked all the hospitals for bleeder, but nothing.
Hey, we should check this guy out. We snagged him from one of Ricky Ventano's gang. Join us. This is Billy Leo at Ken's Bar for Ricky Ventano. Now, the problem with Billy is he's on parole, and they found an 8-ball of coke in his sock. Then, 2 ounces in his car. Tell him what you told me.
About a week ago, I'm closing up. Ricky comes in with 2 guys. Some old beanie I don't know. And the other guy took me a minute to recognize.
What's that?
It's been about 15 years. He's older. Looks like he's been gobbling steroids, but he's still short. It's Jimmy C. Jimmy Costello.
Johnny Fensky.
Yeah. Him and Ricky Ventano, they've been best pals since growing up. 2 brats with major mob guys with fathers.
And this other guy with Costello, he's short, kind of stocky.
Not tall, 6'2", built, foreign accent. Seemed like a very heavy guy to me.
Is that it? That's all you got?
I give you something, you're gonna throw me to the wolves? These guys scared me just sitting there and drinking, and I don't scare easy.
Can't help you.
Come on, I can't do the kind of time that comes with that weight.
Hey, you think you're scared of those guys?
They just killed a cop.
You don't know how scary that can make me. You wanna walk on the coke? I need more. I need something real. I need something real and you ain't got nothing.
When they left, I went to lock the door behind them. They got into a black caddy, a rental. When the guy sat down, he put his keys on the bar. It was a car rental keychain.
Not many caddies are rented in New York City right now. This is baloney. We ain't got time for this guy.
They had New York plates. Started with M-A-L.
You always remember license plates?
Nah. It's my mother's initials.
Jimmy Costello, another wannabe son of a real gangster. He stabs a kid outside a bar up in Fort
Yeah, you remember stuff like that that's already ingrained in your head, yeah.
Jimmy stayed up in Montreal anyway. I guess word was Happy Jack banned him because he was too wild, but most of these wanted to keep away from Ricky. How ironic.
Well, this Costello caught at least 1 bullet. Nothing's come up in our medical canvas. I doubt he's in any condition to drive.
Yeah, well, the freaky split.
She was either on, was it criminal lines or was it,
So we ID 2 out of 3. You're Ricky Ventano and Jimmy Costello.
Just need our shooter.
Let's track down that black cat. See what it says.
I don't care what time, keep me posted. Hey! Vicky! You got your haircut. I didn't see your beautiful face.
Thanks, Grandpa. I missed you so much.
I missed you too. How was the coast?
San Francisco was amazing. Plus, we went to the aquarium in Monterey. It's so much cooler than the one in Coney Island. Best time of my life.
That's great.
Of course, she's 2 weeks behind on her schoolwork.
What? Hey, you're Reagan in the kitchen. Hit the books. Go on.
She's been dying to see you.
Yeah? I think you're stuck with the role of bad cop.
It's ironic since I'm the only one in the family who isn't one.
Hey, Francis.
Yeah.
Happy Jack Ventano's kid was the main suspect? Well, he ain't no Happy Jack. Jack used to run the numbers between Bay Ridge and Riverdale.
Transport you, doesn't it?
Should I put on some Sinatra and Nat King Cole?
Different day, different way to do business.
Business, he calls it.
Yeah, Happy Jack used to be called the good bad guy.
I'm sure his victims felt differently.
Can you even help here?
Hey, I never had your appreciation for the gray area, Pop.
Well, let me tell you, Happy Jack One of the picture, you probably had it come.
My sciatic nerve, it causes pain like in the lower part of my back, and then it runs down to the like the middle of my knee.
How was he the lame and downtrodden?
And then my toes and stuff on that side are numb.
The guy was a Marine in Korea. We were in the same unit, 6 months apart.
He gave the commissioner a run for his
Every
money.
now and then, they decide they want to act.
Happy Jack Ventana
And
was
probably
on
because I
our
haven't
side.
been taking my
You remember when they killed Jimmy Fallon?
basis,
Yeah. Nice kid. Airborne Ranger.
which is my nerve
Back from
pill.
chest full of medals.
I went to see Ventana off the
Gammon
books.
pin, I'm supposed to take that. It's my nerve pill, and I haven't been
Days later, he
taking it
showed
on a
up.
regular basis. That's probably why my sciatic
Well,
I just
nobody chased that case too hard.
Good old days.
Maybe not. But let me tell you something. Unlike today, everyone knew where the line was and what it cost when you crossed it.
You know, Officer Martin joined the department right after seeing me speak at Syracuse.
You know, sometimes I think you blame yourself for Joe.
Anytime a cop dies, it's like losing a member of the family.
Don't forget, he jumped out of bed every morning he was on the job. And everything I've heard about Officer Martin,
What
says
time
she was
is
the
it?
same way.
Impressive leadership, inspiring people to their doom.
No. You inspire people to do the right thing. The price is what we sometimes pay for the life we choose.
I know all that. Thank you.
What time do you need to go sign up for your classes?
Balance video on Happy Jack Ventana?
Yeah. This guy's the pork store, the cheese store, the bakery, the fishmonger.
That's why they call him Happy Jack.
He shot his own show on the Food Network.
Makes you want to move to the Bronx. I like good food.
It's a man of habit, but no sign of prodigal son Ricky.
Almost feel bad for the old man.
That's a maximum almost.
Understand. The king of his own world, man. It's not fast and play.
Hey, that caddy. Turns out it was rented outside of Buffalo by Jimmy Collins, a.k.a. Costello. Nothing popped up on the LPRs, but it did pick up a ticket last night on Brooklyn Boulevard.
You want to check it out?
How you gonna rob the diamond exchange and then just ain't get stopped and get a ticket?
I understand I can get some of the best sausage in the city. So the food is largely in Brooklyn these days. Brooklyn ain't what it used to be. Not much is. I see the kid of yours made out good. Matter of perspective. The kid now has my old job. It's better him than some creep off the street. You had a good run. Likewise. Yeah, I'll show you some. This is beautiful. He grows the fennel and the chili peppers himself. He throws a little extra cold red wine into the mix. Reminds me of the stuff my father made in Calabria when I was a boy. Grazie. We were talking about my kid. I need to ask you about yours, Jack. I thought you were retired. I'm coming as a courtesy. You know all that time and energy we spent trying to outsmart each other. Who wins the numbers now? You go to 7-Eleven, you bet a horse that the state will take your money at the OTB. We were the bad guys. You know things change. The funny thing is, I can see that, but my kid, he's blind to it. You made it this far alive and free. I mean, that's a million to one shot in your record. I did, but not my son. I was never one of those morons that wanted their kids around this life. I don't know. Is this how it goes? The sins of the father?
Most of the time.
Jack. The cop goes down. No quarter is given.
You got Danny Reagan's cell phone number. It's the partial plate.
There's the ticket. Think we should wait for the warrant?
Nah, can't you hear that person call for help?
Oh, yeah.
Lock the trunk. Oh! Think we found Jimmy.
Yeah? Too late.
Yeah. But Officer Martin was something else, huh? Mortally wounded and still had the wherewithal to put a slug in his crib.
Nice piece of shooting. I just wish you would have gotten to him first. Did he bleed out?
I don't think he had time for his neck. Classic manual strangulation markings, crushed larynx. Guy was choked to death.
Oh, don't tell me. No wire among thieves. I'm shocked. And my mother complained about her retirement package. We better hope we get to him before his partner does.
As long as we get the shooter, I don't give a damn what they do to Ricky Ventano. Perps were picked up on this camera on 5th Avenue, located right near the crime scene. Timestamp, it's 2 days before the officer was killed.
Location of the place. So who's our shooter?
This third guy. We sent his picture to Interpol. They believe it's Dikujan Kolek, a.k.a. Monster. He's a high-stakes jewel thief, an ethnic Albanian from Montenegro.
How's he tie into Ventano and Costello?
Interpol believes he's hiding out in Montreal where he hooked up with Jimmy C.
This guy Cole is a real piece of work. Just wanted to throw home invasion outside of Montreal with 5 bodies attached to him. Shot and killed a family of 4.
Dead body was his partner, which means he doesn't like to share. No.
It also means he's not going to leave New York City without his diamonds.
It's fine, Ventano, before his partner does.
You got an extra pair of collar stars? I can't find mine.
How was your trip to the Bronx?
Are you gonna bang a guy for trying to pitch in?
Your pal Happy Jack knows enough to use throwaway cell phones, but not enough to know we have shotgun mics that can pick up a conversation 2 blocks away. Which is what Teru did 3 minutes after you left. So he called his son.
He's trying to save his son, which is exactly what we would be doing.
We.
So send in the Marines next time.
You know what the press will do with this?
How are they gonna find out? Happy Jack gonna post it on his blog?
You think NYPD is the only agency watching Ventano?
Blog. You're worried your senior citizen father is going to embarrass you.
My worry is you may have cut off her only avenue to a cop killer.
Okay. Maybe I shouldn't have gone and seen Ventano. But the only way you're gonna get this kid is if Happy Jack reels him in.
Senior Moran, Mr. Mayor, Mr. and Mrs. Martin, John, Betsy. Back in the days when the city first formed, the police department, the poet Walt Whitman wrote, I dreamed in a dream I saw a city invincible to the attacks of the whole of the rest of the earth. As a New York City police officer who worked the city streets every day, Officer Michelle Martin knew, better than most, that the dream has not yet been realized. But Officer Martin endeavored to make the dream a reality. She was devoted. She was true. She was brave. And she made a choice. She chose to live a life of service. She chose to put herself in harm's way, to be a guardian to the people of this great city. We will never be able to thank Officer Martin. She made the supreme sacrifice. But this we can and will do. We will remember her always. We will remember that even when mortally wounded, she had the strength and composure to return fire. We will remember that in her life, and in her death, she embodied all that we as citizens can hope to be.
Sorry.
May God bless me. May God bless Michelle and welcome her home.
Aww.
It was tough. So maybe you got some good news.
I got some news that's gonna cheer you up. Here.
I'll change in the back.
Alright, listen to this. This just came in. Ricky calls his father.
Not bad. I'm all backed off. I got nowhere to go. Ricky, cover the middle. You gotta turn yourself in. It's the only way.
Anything where the call originated?
Yeah, came in from Parkchester. The RTC just called. Said Quintano did a bit up in Greenhaven.
What's Parkchester? Didn't Ricky have a cellmate when he was in Greenhaven from Parkchester, right? Was Sean something?
Sean Randolph, yeah, got compassionate parole, 98. Had liver cancer, died 3 months later.
Right, but he's dead. That's why we scratched him off the list of known associates for Ricky, so it was in Parkchester.
His ex, Lori Kent, still resides there. She made half a dozen visits up to Greenhaven. Get this, after Randolph Protes.
So Sean's ex was visiting Ricky in prison. What? Rough man. Well, what they're gonna do with the kids?
Body wasn't even cold yet. His tomato jump sources.
Yeah, well, pay the merry widow.
She probably goes to the highest bidder.
Then I can do anything I can with her.
Put your hands on the dashboard. Put them on the dashboard before I put a bullet in you. Smell like you did, Ricky. I got you before the bad guys did. Yeah. Keep smiling.
Your lawyer can't help you now. You're a cop killer. Even your old man can't help you.
Hey, my dad had nothing to do with this, all right?
Reagan. Reagan, what are we doing here?
Yeah, what are we doing?
Wait a minute. Listen to me. Listen to me. This whole case depends on anything about your brother Joe, and I know it is probably killing you, but do not do anything stupid. Listen to me.
We worked together, what, 3-4 years back in the day, Jack? Good partner. He always had my back. Be a favor. Watch it one more time, okay? Get up. Come on. Get up. Get up. Get up. Move. I said move. What happened in the spot in July 13, 1975?
1975, I was 2.
Yeah. The old man killed the guy. Shot him twice in the back of the head. Bang, bang.
You're crazy.
Yeah. You know what happened next? Nothing. You wanna know why? Because the old man killed a guy that the whole city wanted dead. Yeah, Happy Jack killed a cop killer.
Yeah, so?
Oh, so now you're a cop killer, Ricky. Huh? Yeah, you become the thing that even your old man don't have to be wiped out.
I don't know what you're talking about.
You know? Well, how about I spell it out for you? The last time a cop killer was brought here, they pulled him out of the river with 2 bullet holes in the back of his head, and they still ruled it a suicide. You're starting to get the drift, Ricky?
I'll give you the diamonds.
I don't want the diamonds! You killed a cop!
All I did was drive.
Yeah? Wrong answer. So now I'm gonna give you a choice, Ricky. You're gonna give me the shooter, or I'm gonna do what Happy Jack did. I'm gonna put 2 bullets in the back of a cop killer's head. The shooter, Ricky. Give me the shooter!
Monster.
What?
Monster. They call him Monster. His name is Colin. There's a warehouse over by the Manhattan Bridge.
That cop killing animal still in there?
Yeah, he's in there. Perimeter's locked down. There's only one way out.
I know you will come out soon. He wanted to die because he wanted to go to prison. What do they call that? Assisted suicide or whatever. Yeah.
Now I can see.
And she's out there with a real hog now.
Zoe, you brought your cute lawyer friend with you again.
Oh, yeah.
What's he got to say now?
Actually, ma'am, I'm pretty much speechless. You know, for once, so am I, Alice.
I see Danny made the case. Ah, the silent treatment. You know, you're just like your mother. That was the trouble with the Rileys, Stokes, the Reagans. We punch walls, we throw a few back, we howl at the moon.
My mom, your wife, would be more with a look than 1,000 punches.
Say what you will, but I never knew a Reagan to take a heart attack. Riley's all that hooligan, and sooner or later you're going to explode. Everyone, once they reach 60, they're like a ticking time bomb.
The next time you feel compelled to save the day, pick up the phone and call the police commissioner.
Understood. Chain of command.
The reason they have retired stamped on those IDs in such big letters is to make sure guys like you don't forget that they put their papers in.
He kind of has connections that his son don't have.
Italian policeman at the Reagans. One good thing that came out of Pop's trip up to Arthur Avenue.
to visit his good bad guy buddy.
Keep it up, I'll call social services and report elder abuse.
Well, I know it's boring, but these days the bad guys are usually just plain old bad guys.
And we have a very, very limited view on things.
Oh, this coming from the family philosopher.
That's right. Well, I'm not making excuses for the guy.
Well, I don't see crime going away anytime soon.
He's gonna be
Wait, read the papers.
Let's hope not. Every one of us will be out of a job.
Yeah, but I'd still rather deal with the likes of Ventana. At least there's some logic to what he did.
Let's keep patient.
Well, he gave us the shooter, so
Not enough time. That's what he's facing.
it's not Samuel Bull.
Again,
5 years witness protection and onerous lifetime probation. If he spits on the sidewalk, it's bye-bye, Ricky.
take it off easy.
That's the one thing that has changed. Back in the day, you could set one of those mob guys on fire. They still wouldn't talk.
Ever tried that, Grandpa?
Yeah.
I'm joking. I'm joking.
It's the good old days. Yeah, like nowadays, these so-called mobsters are all singing like, what's her name? Lady Gaga.
Lady Gaga.
Grandpa also picked up some good-looking cannoli.
Leave the gun. Keep the cannoli. No. Leave the gun. Take the cannoli.
Lady Gaga. I wonder why it's my right side that wants to mess up. Like my wrist on my right side is jacked up. My sciatic nerve on the right side.
In the kitchen.
Ready? Where's that?
On the phone somewhere.
Dad!
I don't know why you people are dragging me for this handball tournament.
What do you mean? You love handballs.
I love playing.
Take the rain check.
What? What's the matter?
The information's still coming in.
Dad, the Batmobile just showed up.
Yeah, I know. Next time, Pop. I'm going to be hard.
Dad, don't forget about your grandson's birthday tonight.
Never missed one yet.
What's going on?
You're always late. If you can be consistently 10 minutes late, why can't you consistently be on time?
I just worked at 0400 this morning. Great.
We gotta get going. If I'm gonna get a bleacher seat out of the sun.
All right, let's go.
I gotta go.
What, you too?
I got a 10-2 call. Gotta get back to work.
I got 10 tuna sandwich.
What are you gonna eat? You seem to get used to it.
Yeah, I'm retired.
Counterterrorism has a 23-year-old Muslim American in custody in his apartment in Queens. Stephen Haas recently adopted the name Khalid Hassan. Raid was triggered by interception of an email to Al-Qaeda leaders this morning at 0600. That's a transcription from Arabic.
Today, no rest for oppressors in New York City. In area, fireball slaughters Crusader enemies.
Instructions for a call number found on its computer. Precursor chemical stools, wires, but no device. No water. No vehicles registered in either name this time, but neighbors reported seeing him in an older, dark-colored SUV.
What's the target?
No specific target yet. But they did manage to retrieve a computer map to the 59th Street Bridge. Task Force is already shut it down.
Double up on checkpoints at all bridges and tunnels into and out of Manhattan.
Yeah.
It's not going to happen again. Today. Not here.
SUV, huh? Great. There's about 50 million of those in the city.
Tell me about it.
You know the target yet?
Somewhere in Manhattan.
Kidding me. I'm just bringing the boys to Central Park Zoo for Jack's birthday at 3:30. All right. Well,
Hello?
Oh, shit.
Cell phone died. Got to plug it in last night.
Can we get cotton candy?
We'll see.
We'll see like yes or we'll see like no.
We'll see. We'll see.
hey, remember, babe, it's me. Listen, when you get dismissed, just turn around and take the boys home, okay? All right, I can't really talk about it now, but just don't be in the city today, all right? Call me as soon as you get this. I love you, man.
Chief Bell from Intelligence, Pat Mills from Homeland Security. We're all setting up emergency operations here. Got the MTA, Electric Company, Joint Task Force, everybody in the same place, and we're all up to speed and coordinated. FBI's interviewing in the field.
Let's get at it.
Chief Bell. Commissioner. Agent Mills, Homeland Security. Our lead, right? It isn't until I hear different.
We've got a description of the SUV on the air. 35,000 cops, on duty and off, are on the hunt. But there are thousands of these dark SUVs. It'll take us hours to check every one.
You need to find who's driving. Homeland Security's all over this, Commissioner. We'll get you data on every breath the sun has taken in the last 23 years. Why am I just finding out about this guy today? An American citizen, American passport. We know now that he was in Yemen 14 months ago. For bomb training, there was nothing to flag the missing man. You guys Washington and breathe. Anything they need. Can use all the help DC will give us. Jim, how do we know the bomb's still in the SUV?
The science diagram, they built the bomb inside the car for maximum effect. It's not a dirty bomb.
There you go.
ESU found no traces of radiation in the residence or on the person.
So what kind of effect are we talking about?
10 bags of fertilizer, 2 gallons of acetone peroxide, 50 pounds of 4-inch nails. If you use the full formula, it's a 2-story firebomb with 1 block blast radius.
Frags and shrapnel, another half block. Where was keeping this guy?
Joint Task Force is moving to major case. Your son Danny had a prior contact with the perp, which we hope will help us get to him. And I've also heard that his interrogation skills can be quite effective.
Look at in person, but still.
Practically off the floor in this car. It's so clean. This alert seems a lot more serious than that suspicious package call we got yesterday.
This 9/11 we get threats pretty regular. Usually turns out to be nothing. We know it's a highly credible threat if we get another alert within the hour. You know what I mean? Hey, hot dog, 12 o'clock.
We just ate lunch.
Nah, suspicious hot dog.
Get serious.
Think I'm kidding? The sandwich wearing class is well known to be problematic. They hide all kinds of contraband up there. Look at him. He's getting nervous.
He doesn't look nervous.
Yes, he does. Go push
It
it.
looks like he's dancing.
With the bomb. Another alert? I told you, when it gets serious.
I'm not gonna question some boy guy wearing a hot dog costume.
See, That is key, kid. Why else would someone take a humiliating job unless there's some upside to it?
Unemployment's near 10% and rising.
Stop him. Question him. Frisk him. Go ahead.
Isn't this an abuse of the policy?
He looks suspicious. We have an obligation to check it out, don't we? Huh? Come on. Hey, do you, Jack? Come on. Go get him. What'd I tell you? Get it!
Hey, come on! Get off me! It's got a whole drugstore here! Come on, let me show him. Settle down. Put your hands behind your back. Come on, let me go. Stop moving me. You got any weapons? No, I got no weapons. Let me go. Anything else you got to say? Come on, let me go around. Hey,
What'd I tell you, huh?
Look at all this stuff.
Let's go. Get up, Mr. Wiener. Huh? Look what we got here, huh?
settle down. Let me go. I didn't do anything.
Just settle down. We caught you with a cache of illegal prescription drugs.
Hydrocodone, oxycodone.
Came from the
Oh, please send them
Yeah,
here.
everybody's a comedian.
Should we get this thing off him?
There should be a zipper there somewhere. There, use 2 sets of cuffs.
Isn't it bad enough we're gonna wear this clown suit?
Have a heart. Wait a second. Hey, we gotta book this door fast. Get back on the street, come on. Top priority. Second alert in 30 minutes. Come on, get him in the car.
Linda, you know, what's the point of having a cell phone if you're not going to pick it up, eh? Call me back.
Still no answer?
No. You know, there's a zoo at Central Park on the weekends. It's like wall-to-wall babies and strollers. Sound like a good American target to you? Go up with a few families on Saturday afternoon.
Go find them, Reagan. Send them home.
What? Let anybody else's family get blown up?
Alright, this is him. Ring any bells?
Strong arm robbery I worked a few years back in the East Village. This guy got moved to a sneakers, roughed up pretty good. This kid's a terrorist threat now? Not scared of killing him, man.
Until they went radical. Second squad's chasing down some of his cousins on Long Island.
What else?
Field agents interviewed the parents, immigrated from Yemen 30 years ago, westernized, estranged from their son, they're blindsided by all this.
Where's the town? I'd like to get my hands on this kid. Hey, Central Park Station, yeah, look, I need you to bait someone in the zoo. Linda Reagan. No, Linda Reagan in the zoo. Thank you. Hey,
Take to the back. Put him in there. Detective. How you doing, Reagan? Tough nut.
Yeah, be fun to crack it.
Don't cross the line, Danny. We need to make this case stick.
What line?
What is this?
I don't know. Not usually a checkpoint here.
Whatever it is, it must be why Danny had to leave. Call my office, find out what's going on.
The DA's office won't know anything yet. It's the police matter. Let them do their work. United States couldn't be back here. I spent a year's worth on my Saturdays.
Khalid, work with me. You haven't hurt anybody yet.
His name's not Khalid. Steve. You tell me your name's Steve?
If this problem goes off, you're talking multiple homicides. The feds have the death penalty.
This guy, he's not afraid of the death penalty. All right, Steve. You're not afraid. I mean, why is the source of driving this thing so you can get blown?
Let's tell us where it's at. We want to throw his life away.
It's your life that's meaningless and corrupt.
If this goes down, there's no deal for you. This is your one and only chance to do yourself some good.
I am doing good. Let's spit on your deal. I want a lawyer. Hey, the lawyer's on his way. Hey, but he's hit some delays because of all the checkpoints that we have to set up thanks to you. Remember me? You remember me, don't you, Steve? You do. I can tell. Yeah, you too. You just don't know how to make it though, right? Yeah. I know you don't want him to know how scared you were, feeling embarrassed about what happened. But I remember. You remember he came to see you 2 years ago? We got robbed. You came in and you cried and you cried and you cried like a little girl. So you're a man now. Good. You're all radical and you're gonna get some payback. Is that a sleep? Your wife and kids are cool.
Hey, you don't talk about my wife and kids. You don't mention my wife and kids. You're a coward.
Wait.
They don't love my wife and kids?
Hey.
Get something to drink.
Yeah, get your drink.
Anything on the NSA feed?
Big chat about the nothing seems so late.
Can you put up the original email intercept? I'm phrasing odd. In area fireball slaughters Crusader enemies.
Yes. So there's a non-native character speaker. The Arabic word used for area is Mintaka, but
He may have meant something else.
probably.
And we didn't know exactly what he meant.
Looks like we have something here. A live chat between servers in a cafe in Sunna and a training camp in rural Yemen.
Today, New York feels suffering as our people do.
In the cafe. Is it done yet?
Before the new day.
Could mean we have until dawn there tomorrow before the bomber intends to detonate.
Or just as likely midnight tonight Yemen time. Which means we have until 5 o'clock. Less than 6 hours from now.
Boss, there's officers asking for a joint statement.
Tell them I recommend no public statement at this time. Commissioner, we don't have enough information to do anything but cause a panic. Good luck, streets, bridges, and tunnels jammed. People trying to get out.
There could be repercussions for withholding information.
I know that.
You also understand that I'm going to have to brief DC about this.
I'm clear on that, too.
Change of plans. We need to swing by Chelsea Piers. They want all hands on deck at these checkpoints. What about?
Yeah, what about me?
The winner's going for a ride. Come on.
Work something out here?
You got a record of dealing, pal. You're in hot water. You get it? Hot water? Steaming the sausage? Huh?
I get it. Very, very fun.
I think it's very fun. Personally.
Show your hands! Stay back! Show your hands!
Go flies in the sector. Nearby, we have a dark SUV at the corner of West 23rd and West Side Highway. Request the ESU and bomb squad forthwith.
Tell me to keep your hands where you can see them! Keep your hands where I can see them! Your hands where I can see them!
I'm so sorry.
Is there a bomb in the car?
What?
A bomb in the car!
Oh my God, there's a bomb in the car?
How do you know is it? Oh my God! Oh my God, there's a bomb in the car! Oh my God, there's a bomb in the car!
Are you stoned? Huh?
Okay, maybe a little bit. There's just a little high. Come on, the car.
Get out of the car, you dopey knucklehead. Come on, let's go. What are you smoking, huh? Must be good.
Central 12 Sergeant now. Our SUV driver doesn't appear to be the suspect. No further at this location.
He's not talking. No, let's get anything we can get on who's driving that bomb over there.
There's 700 stops so far. It's going to take us 2 days to go through everybody.
You know what? So let's just focus on the Arabs. See if anyone's connected to Stephen Haas from Queens.
Profiling.
Call it what you want.
Gotta do it.
How many times you been stopped?
Not as many as my father. Let's cross-check with airlines, see if anyone went to Yemen around the same time as us.
See if anyone's a member of Hamas.
Charles still at it?
Yeah, he's gonna be on timeout. Tell you what, Haitians done wonders for this kid. It's manned up now.
That's what you want to call it.
Freaking message.
Still not.
No. Damn it. Brenda.
No, wait, listen. Grandpa didn't want me to bother you, but what is going on? I'm looking at a pretty aggressive checkpoint here. Are you working on a terrorist threat or something?
Yeah, incredible threat car bomb in Manhattan. You guys still in Brooklyn?
Yeah. Wait, didn't Linda say she was going to the zoo today with the kids?
Yeah, and her phone keeps going straight to voicemail. Damn battery's falling on the charge.
Alright, Danny, I'll go and find them, okay?
Well, you're not going anywhere. Stay in Brooklyn, okay? Please.
You don't sound good.
Frustrated. Pulled over every Arab in the freaking state unless you beat up Shaker.
Why are you so sure he's Arab?
Because we have one in custody already.
From where?
Yemen, by way of Queens.
Hey, you know that terrorist profiles are changing. I got several cases in the office right now.
You gonna start this again with the ACO, you proud?
Okay, Danny. Dan, remember that white kid from California?
Yeah.
Timothy McVeigh? Right, there's an English language music video on the internet right now recruiting American terrorists.
Okay, I got it, okay? I gotta go. Alright, you know what? Start pulling all the stuff that first we passed over earlier because people are too white, too cuddly, and whatever.
That you don't hear very often.
It's one of those days.
Wake up, O'Hammond, you sack sucker!
Come on, kill shot like that is gay!
O'Hammond, you stink! You stink! Ah, I'm glad we came.
Me too.
I like showing you off to the guys. I also like watching a good match. As much as I'd like to play.
You'll get back out there.
My athletic days are over.
Well, who's gonna teach Nicky how to play handball?
Nicky does not care about him.
Neither did Danny.
He didn't?
No, I just like the time he spent with you. He'd always come home retelling your stories.
I saw you on the phone. So, what did you find out? What's going on?
Car bombs back in town. Linda and the boys are there. Danny can't get hold of them.
When is this crap gonna stop? In my day, it was simple. H-bomb, mutually assured destruction, a standoff. These guys, they can't wait to go.
Tell me what your email said.
Man, you know what it says. We got a translation right there.
Yeah, but it doesn't make any sense. No rest for the oppressors today in New York City.
That's right.
No rest for the oppressors today in New York City, and
Ask you for a drink of water.
I'm gonna die of thirst, Steve. Other things maybe. Not that. No rest for the oppressors today in New York City.
I've been over this 1,000 times.
Yeah, but there's more words here than that. You don't know Arabic, do you?
Yes, I do.
So this one. Come on. You speak Arabic. How many terrorists would you be if you didn't speak Arabic? Spit it out. Come on, Steve. Come on.
Crusader enemies.
This?
Slow it up.
This?
Firewall.
This one. Bark. Bark. Hey, don't play me for a fool. That word means area.
That word, Mendoza, means park.
It's a park.
What?
I just said it.
I never said car.
Yes, you did. You just said
You're just trying to confuse me. I didn't say it.
you meant to write court.
I didn't say it. You meant car. I didn't say car.
Turn up. Redeploying men to every park and playground in Manhattan. That's more than 100 locations. It's a good lead. Commissioner, mayor's on the way out. Excuse me.
That took a little longer than I expected.
I guess my point is that if this bomb explodes and we haven't warned the public, or if the press gets out in front of us, so wouldn't it be better to have every man and woman in this city on the lookout for this vehicle?
Hey, look, if we have the specifics on the SUV and the target, right now we'd only be creating chaos. I serve at your pleasure, sir, but we're just not there yet.
I appreciate that. Okay. So what happens if hundreds of New Yorkers get mauled to bits? Thousands maybe, and we didn't warn them. You understand? We didn't tell them to leave the parks.
I know mistakes, Mr. Mayor. We will find this bomb, and we will disarm it.
All right, you got till 4, then I hold a press conference and you'll be there. Just a lot of people out on Saturday afternoon, you know, so this is on you.
How could we possibly afford this many Muslims today?
It's New York.
This is a blind spot. What do you got?
Got a 22-year-old male white from Queens, stopped at 115 in Harlem, not Muslim, female in the car with him, didn't fully toss the SUV, but guy saw nothing suspicious.
He's looking. Remind me to kill my wife. I'll find him. Mildred Ames stopped at 235 in Chelsea. You know what? Call me crazy, but I'm going to guess that, it may be very exciting. 75 is probably a little bit tall to be a suicide bomber.
You don't know it's a suicide bomber. It could be a remote detonation.
Mary Jo Clarkson, Long Island, married to Alex Haas.
Alex Haas? It's one of Khalid's cousin, right?
Is it a coincidence?
Never is.
So there are no priors. Let's see if Mary Jo Clarkson has a social networking page to tell us all about it.
Alex Haas is questioned in his office at the University at 1400 Hours. Teaches economics there. Westernized guy. No known conflicts with
Yeah, it doesn't matter though. His wife was pulled over in an SUV in Manhattan. The SUV fit the description given to us by his bomb-making cousin. See if you can find a surveillance video of her stuff.
Yeah.
All right, Mary Jo Clarkson, married name Haas, husband's name Alex, one son Jacob, age 9. She's a member of the same radical mosque as Khalid.
She's an Islamic convert?
Yeah.
Usually they're the most zealous. How was she in this?
She's got a link to a suicide bomber video right here on her page.
Are you kidding me? How she's not flagged by Homeland Security?
I have no idea. You know millions of people watch this crap every day.
Danny, this is the shot from the checkpoint. She's got a kid with her.
What? It's my stupid husband.
The photograph of Mary Jo Clarkson is going out right now. A major case is picking up her husband's university. We're stepping up deployment to downtown parks, especially Washington Square.
We don't stop looking at everyone else. It's a lead, not a sure thing.
Understood. Finding is only half the problem.
I know that. JT, call the mayor's office. I think it's time we go public.
Yes, may I help?
Yeah, step inside. What's going on? You know where your wife is?
She's not my wife anymore. We're divorced. Is something wrong?
Yeah, where is she?
She's on her way to meet me.
Is she all right? Because my son's with her.
Where is she gonna meet you? Here?
No, at the park.
What park? Washington Square?
You're scaring me.
Well, you scare me too, buddy. What's all the stuff in the blackboard there, huh? What's all that?
Economics.
Economics?
My thesis.
Hey, yeah, she's gonna meet her at Washington Square Park. Yeah. Exactly when and where?
4 o'clock near the arch.
4 o'clock near the arch. You got it? Yeah. No, now. Bring the cavalry. Let's go.
No. She has my son. Tell me what's going on.
What's she tell me what's going on? Why are you meeting your wife?
I was awarded full custody of my son last Tuesday. She's bringing him to me. She just asked for one last night altogether. Said she had a beautiful place to show us.
Beautiful place?
Yeah.
Okay, Alex, I need you to come with me right now, okay? I'll explain it outside. Let's go. Come on. Your wife, is she radical?
She converted to Islam 2 years ago and went completely nuts. She and my cousin followed this radical imam in the Bronx. I've been trying to get Jacob away from her ever since.
Is she crazy enough to make a bomb?
Oh my God, no. Jacob is with her. I gotta get him away from her.
Listen to me. Listen to me. You could be the trigger, okay? So slow down.
What do you mean?
The stuff she's saying to you, the one last night together, the beautiful place. Just slow down. Come on, take it easy.
Looking for a blonde housewife driving around with a bomb and a kidney car.
Cop alerted Thursday guy to be kicking himself.
I wouldn't want that hanging over me. Though I can't say I wouldn't have done the same. I always saw the soccer balls back there, whatever she had the devices covered up with.
They must know where she is now. Or at least her intended target, otherwise they wouldn't be sending us down here, right?
All we know is we got a 1085 to help set up a perimeter.
But a perimeter must be to keep people away from an explosion.
We don't know that. All we know is we were told to report to the supervisor at the scene.
I'd like to know what we're getting into.
We passed the captain's test rating, we'll know. But now get used to not knowing and following orders. Street cops get the ones out here. You know what I mean, kid?
Yeah.
Can we see Big Daddy's house tonight? We'll all be together tonight. Where? A beautiful place. Where? It's a surprise.
Is that where it should be? We're gonna go there. Hey. No. What are you doing? You over there is what she wants. Okay? If she sees you, she's probably gonna set off the bomb. You stay put. You stay out of sight. Come on. There's Detective Reagan, shield number 8714. I have a visual on the car bomb suspect at the corner of Washington Square North and 5th Avenue. Requesting 1085 forthwith to clear the park. Yeah, no radios, no cell phones. Any electronics could set this thing off. Yeah.
Where is he? Where's Dad?
It's a 4 o'clock press conference. So the media is waiting downstairs. Let's talk about what we're going to say.
We give them a description of the woman in the vehicle.
And tell them there's a bomb in the back seat.
We do.
Just saying it out loud, this is the right thing to do.
I think it is.
We've located the suspect.
Well, that changes everything.
Just to go back to your office. Okay? Right, boy. No, don't you understand? Listen, she wants to blow you up, okay? If I let you go over there, they're gonna be pulling out body parts from the trees. She wants us to stay together. She wants you to stay together in heaven, okay? She sees you, it's over. Go back to your office. Will you leave your son? I'm trying to save your son, okay? Your son. The bomb squad is on the way. They're gonna get your son out of there. If she sees the police, she'll set it off. She'll never let him go. She went to reason with her for 2 years. We have to go get him. I can't help you. We're waiting for the bomb squad. No, please. He's innocent. He's 9 years old. Please, look at me. He's my son. He's my son. Joe?
Who are you?
Good. I worked with Alex. He wanted me to come over and get you guys and to let you know that he's going to be tied up for a while. He wanted me to bring you over.
We'll wait here. Tell him to come down.
I know you probably want to wait, but he's really, he's tied up with a student. They're working really late, and it's going to be a while, so he really wants you to come out with me. Why don't we walk over together, and you can be with Alex over there?
I don't want to leave my car here.
Okay, well, I'll tell you what, I'll wait. Okay, we'll stay here, we'll wait for Alex, and we'll just wait. Okay? I can't believe I haven't met you guys before. I do economics with Alex. He speaks a lot about it. What's your name, little man? Jacob, nice to meet you.
What is he doing over there?
I don't know who those people are, okay? I'll tell you what. I'll go get Alex, I'll bring him down, and you guys talk amongst yourself, okay? I'll bring it to you. All right? Hey, relax. Jacob, it's okay, baby, you're okay. No, do not come over here. Step aside. Hey, you stay back. Get back. What does your son think he's doing? Mary Jo, let him go. Shut up, your mind. Shut up. Get back behind the monument now.
We are married for eternity. You cannot separate us.
Get him out of there. Now. Go.
Get back here. I don't believe him. I will kill you, my son.
No. Mary Jo. No. Mary Jo. Look at me. Look at me. You don't want to do that. Okay? You don't want to do that. It's okay. All right? You do not want to do this. Okay? You don't want to die alone. Hey, I understand. I understand, okay? You don't want to die alone. You don't die without Alex, okay? Don't do anything. It's okay.
This is not how it's supposed to go.
She sets it off. DSU's ready to move in and pull him out free. Sergeant, tell ESU to follow Detective Reagan's lead. First officer on the scene always has the most information. He's a senior detective.
Okay, Mary Jo. Mary Jo. Look. It's okay. It's okay. You win. I understand. You want to talk to Alex, yeah? I can help you with that. Okay? I just need you to be calm, okay? I'm gonna bring him over, but I need you to do something for me, all right? I need you to keep your hands where I can see them, okay? I'll bring him over for you, okay? But I need you to put the remote control on the dashboard and show me your hands, all right? Let's work together here, all right? Okay. Okay, now I need you to do something for me. I need you to put the remote on the dashboard, and I need you to put your hands where I can see them. Just like we agreed to, okay? Come on. There you go. And you're putting your hands where I can see them. Okay.
Bomb squad defused the device. And the mayor's inviting you to join him at his press conference.
Really not well.
If I was with you, clearing out the North Tower.
Sorry, I was thinking out loud. I know where we were, Jim. Everybody knows where they were when the towers went down.
That was your son out there.
Yes, it was.
Right.
Hi, Jim.
Pizza pie, get him outside.
Where is everybody?
I expect Danny's filling out a lot of reports.
Yeah, I know, but I didn't yell at him.
Hey, Pop.
Yeah, the birthday boy's in here yet. I got him a white pie.
You should have been here by now.
No, hot, delicious pie.
Hail and come green.
Email from Astro, and I just got from my sergeant, the ESU sergeant, the SWAT team, the task force.
You did good, son. You got your ass chewed. You deserved it.
Thanks, Dad. Where's Linda and the kids?
Look at here.
Hey, everybody.
In here.
Good day.
Hey!
I'm sorry.
Happy birthday.
Huh, but we had a good time, didn't we, guys? Huh? We saw polar bears, gorillas. Sorry it took so long to get here. So crowded. How about you guys? Everybody have a good day? What? What's wrong?
Come on, boys.
Everything all right?
Yeah, everything's great. How's the zoo, huh?
Sean and the gorilla smell like poop.
Look at all this smell like. Come on, sit down.
Seriously. What's going on?
We'll tell you all about it. Right now, our pizza needs attention.
Can I eat on the back porch?
Sorry.
I didn't make up the rules for dinner, Pop.
Well, on Sundays we always eat at the dinner table, but on birthdays, Saturdays, anything goes. But after Grace.
Aww. Grandpa, where's your cane?
Well, I ditched it. If I don't get my balance back, how am I going to teach my great grandkids how to play handball?
I want to say something. We all went our separate ways this morning. We all expected to return to our family to celebrate this wonderful young man's birthday. And here we are. And I feel very blessed and fortunate for that.
Well, that was kind of Grace. Can I go around? Keep it right side up. Mom, I don't like the best.
Jamie.
We're gonna stay up, ain't gonna lay low. We're gonna dance all night because we say so. 'Cause it's a
ice cream on the left. I gotta go home till Friday. Can you believe you brought her? Seriously? It's so rude. Whatever, they deserve each other. This was a bad idea.
Come on, Caitlin invited me. She knows we're together. Girl with trauma. I say let's give it to her.
Piece of trash. Which one? Yeah, right?
So close to you, baby.
I can feel you closer.
What's that?
Young cat. It's new. I want to do it together. It feels so awesome, I swear. No, there's nothing to be afraid of. It's not addictive. If she won't do it, I will. See? Even the captain will cross the staff, so.
Murderers walking the streets, drunk drivers, and I get hassled for talking on my cell. You know, this is going to put me out of a 3.5 mil showing. Oh, what, I can't talk now? In case you haven't noticed, the car's not moving.
Just looking out for your safety, man.
Oh, don't give me that righteous BS. This is about power and money. You've got the power, so you're taking my money. I know you believe this. I should get his badge number.
Have a nice night, man.
Screw you.
Okay.
Another satisfied customer, huh?
I hate this part of the job.
She's not half wrong, you know? The CEO wants an increase in activity.
How much activity are we talking?
Unwritten rule, 1 cell phone, 3 seatbelts, 11 miscellaneous set of toys.
I didn't sign up to be a tax collector.
Yeah? You should have stuck with that cushy lord jack. He should get 6 figures to piss people off. Loud and boisterous complaint. Come on, kid. Let's go make some more friends.
Ooh, la, la.
There's my date. Wow.
Looking good, Dan.
Nobody's gonna be looking at him.
Hey, Beckett, let's say we break out the Scrabble board. Double or nothing.
Maybe later. I've got homework.
And what's with the dark clown?
She thinks she's too old to be babysat.
You know, when you were 14, you were doing the babysitting. Maybe you need to loosen the reins a little.
This coming from the man who sent a patrol car to follow me around on prom night.
I never sent a patrol car. I wouldn't do that to you. It was unmarked.
Because we checked the driving record of your date. Big night tonight.
Shall we?
Thanks for the scraps.
Bye, Nikki. I love you.
Bye, Nikki.
Hey! Complaints about what's here. Oh, yeah, it's going on. What's the occasion?
We're just working on a class project. I'll check the easy town.
Last project involved underage drinking?
No.
Are your parents home?
My dad just ran in the store.
Oh, my God. My God. What's wrong with that?
Back up! Everybody! What's going on? Hey, back up! Back up! Hey, kill the music! Hey, what? Hey, anybody know what they took? Oh, Sergeant, I got 4 minutes in Virgin Medical Care, 1345, West End Avenue. Nobody leaves! Hey, come on, wake up! Hey, come on, wake up, wake up! Come on. Hey, man, these 3 look bad. I think this one's got a chance, Sergeant.
Anybody know CPR? Huh? Just watch me. Like this. Like this, kid.
Oh, yeah. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
You'll do fine.
I just hope I don't get emotional during my speech.
You won't.
Are you okay?
You'll be fine.
Hi, Jamie.
Just well.
How about I go inside?
Take me to dance. What do we got?
Had a drug overdose. 4 St. Angelo students at a party. 3 boys aged 17 and a 16-year-old girl. The boys were DOA at the scene. The girl was resuscitated and transported to Columbia Press.
What kind of poison we talking about?
We don't know, sir. It's a new one to us. Some kind of designer drug called MCAT.
Do we know the source?
Well, we're chasing it down now, boss. Setting up operations in suspected buy areas, conducting full enforcement sweeps, debriefing the bodygoers and the survivor.
How's she doing?
Stabilized. She was a Reagan to thank. Jameson. First on scene, saved her life.
What else?
That's it.
There's something else.
No, it's just that you're with your family. I mean, you're entitled to a life.
You did right, JT. That's will be all with us. Keep me updated.
You got it, boss.
Hey, Allison, how you feeling?
Good for you.
I'm Jamie, the police officer who brought you here.
Police officer.
Yeah, I just want to see how you are.
Oh, my head's fuzzy.
Side effect of the Narcan, I think. That's what they gave you to counteract the drugs in your system.
Drugs?
You don't remember?
Where's Billy? Did Billy get sick too?
Maybe I better get a doctor.
Where is he? Is he okay? Why don't you tell me where he is?
I'm sorry. So she was asking what happened to her boyfriend. I don't know what to tell her.
So you told me?
Get outside.
Allison. Hi, I'm Detective Kurtoyer. It's Detective Reagan. I know you're really upset. I need to ask you a few questions though. This isn't real.
Okay, Alice, we need to ask you some questions about the party. We gotta figure out how this happened.
Do you recognize this? Billy said it was a new kind of drug. It was supposed to make you feel better.
Do you know where Billy got this stuff from?
I don't know anything about any of this. I don't do drugs. It was just this once.
And you're a lucky young lady.
What happened to the other guys that Billy gave it to? I didn't make it.
Allison, listen, it is very important that we figure out where this stuff came from so we can stop other people from dying. You understand? Hey, look, can you tell us anything? Did you hear any names? Did anyone say anything to you?
Nobody said anything to me. They don't talk to me. I can't let any others. Billy's friends, not mine.
Okay, Mom's all right. You're gonna be all right. Nice work, kid. Oh, goodness, you gotta turn on the waterworks?
Sorry, Dave.
It's fine. She'll found out eventually anyway. Sometimes you're damned if you do, you're damned if you don't. Sorry about what you did. Saved her life. Good job, kid.
What happened? They just OD'd?
We don't know yet. We have to wait on the top screens back from the deceased and the residue on the baggies.
Freaking designer drugs on the streets nowadays. It's one of these kids even know what they're putting up their noses.
It's a mean hard on every kid at that party to find a dealer.
I'll still with the one to the party.
In the city alone. Mom, we're not alone. There's 6 of us. I told you, Conjure Village for Chinese and then the movie. You can't see this movie in Park Slope. It's at the Film Farm. It's a classic. We'll take the F train straight home. I bet Dad would let me. This is me listening to my reins. You can go, but you better come back in one piece or I swear I will kill you myself. Also, the dad bit. But will never help your cause, do you understand? Fine, and I promise I'll text you every step of the way. Okay. seniors from San Angeles OD'd on drugs last night. I know kids that go there.
My daughter does not do drugs.
No, I know she didn't take those drugs because he's not dead. Now, Caitlin, can you tell us who Billy O'Neill bought the drugs from?
No, she can't.
How about you let her answer the question, sir?
No, I can't. How do you think this makes me feel? 3 people died in my apartment. I have to live with that.
Can't you see her upsetting?
It's not her
Look,
fault.
if you want to play the blame game, I hold you responsible.
I trust Caitlin. This started out as an innocent get-together. It was those kids who took advantage of her.
Kids. Okay, that's the operative word in the sentence, kids. There's a reason that the legal age of majority is 18. Now you're an adult, act like it. Let her help us with the investigation.
I've done nothing illegal. A 16-year-old can be left alone in a secure building. And what we've done here?
No, we're not done here. Caitlin, I'm going to ask you one more time. Where did Billy get that drug? I simply don't know.
Caitlin, when your dad said that you're 16 and you can be home alone now because you're a big girl, well, that also means that we could charge you as an adult and we can arrest you right now.
What?
Are you trying to scare me?
No, nothing like that. But when we cuff her, bring it out to central booking.
This is
No,
outrageous.
actually, it's the law, sir. Okay? Everybody at that party can be charged for possession of illegal substance. So just be glad you were away on business, or I'd arrest you. Now sit your ass down.
Caitlin, you still say you don't know anything? Who sold Billy that drug? Someone at school. Who? I need a name. I don't know who. I think they buy it at school, but I'm telling you the truth. I don't do drugs.
It's good for now. Oh, boy. I'm having flashbacks already. Surprised I didn't lose any nerve endings the amount of time saw Peter whack me across the knuckles with a ruler.
Well, you're looking at the recipient of the Christian Leadership Award 4 years running.
Wow, I would have paid you for these 2 shoes.
Well, until I discovered boys, that is. Then I was packing up my uniform skirt. Sister Beatrice called me one day and she said the shorter the skirt, the longer the confession.
Great. Now I get to imagine that plaid uniform all day.
Oh, don't listen to him, ladies.
I know what you people face out there in the city, but this is St. Angeles. I mean, none of our students deal in hard drugs.
Do you have any idea who this person is? That's what we're here to find out.
That's not to say that some incidents of marijuana and alcohol use don't occur, but Vice Principal Hoffman here is trained. She knows the signs.
I test, if I see fit, and get those few proper help.
Great. Well, we're still going to need to see a surveillance on this one.
Well, we don't have any. It's not in our budget. And the Lord handles surveillance here at St. Angeles.
Why you got me on that one, Father?
Father Leo, look, we'd love to talk to the students, but we can't do it without the parents' permission. And you have 450 students here, so we simply don't have the time. But school lockers here are on school property. So we'd like to take a look at them with your permission, of course.
You want to search everyone's locker?
Pretty much.
That's such an invasion of privacy.
Mom, 3 kids are dead, Father. I mean, if you want to cause an epidemic.
But I don't have the authority to sanction the opening of lockers.
Father.
There's rules here. I need to go through proper channels. Talk to my superior.
Okay. Well, you talk to your higher power and I'll talk to mine.
It's a long way from St. Brendan's.
For both of us.
Well, this isn't a social visit, is it, Francis?
The police need access to St. Angeles High School, Your Excellency.
Please understand, Commissioner. Giving permission to open those lockers has ramifications.
Are they more important than seeing that more kids don't die?
Our parents are protective of their children.
If we open the lockers and treat everyone as a suspect, there will be outrage, and rightly so. You are criminal by association, by the mere fact that you attended school at St. Angeles.
We need to find out who is manufacturing this drug and seize it. We need to find out who else has it.
If we open the lockers, how many parents will pull their kids from St. Angeles? Then we need one less. Catholic high school.
I don't want to have to get a court order and get out. And once again, the church will appear to be uncooperative. With respect, you can't afford to be seen to be sweeping another problem under the rug.
I'll call Father Leo.
Thank you, Father.
God bless you, Francis.
Thank you. I need all the help I can get.
Got the 300, another 20 sack of weed. That is minor, his English classroom, 5C.
Okay. Good. All right. What do we got here? Good boy. What do you think, Father? Nice?
Got the 291, who's that? Wayne Foster, Algebra Room 7A.
Looking for Wayne Foster.
Whoa, stop, hey. Didn't you want to teach you apply for the mission of guilt?
Right, you still feel something. 3 other people are dead.
Okay, make that 5. Got 2 more ODs, DOA and Sterner General.
Wayne, you're looking at 3 counts of criminally negligent homicide, not to mention the countless drug charges facing. You understand what that means, kid? Yeah, a lot of prison time for you. Now, the only way I can help you is if you help me get this poison off the streets. I need the name of the supplier and the names of any kid you sold the young cat to. Wayne, give me a name.
I didn't sell to Billy. Not this time, at least.
Okay, who did?
I don't know.
Okay, then who sold it to you?
I don't know his name.
Wait a minute. Where did you get the stuff?
Through Turbo List. Anyone can.
He bought it on the internet. Okay. Come show me how.
Adventures of Radar Mouse, number 7. Timely Comics, 1949. Best offer.
Who's in there?
Well, it's bogus. Timely Comics only published through number 4, and that was in 1946. The numbers are the code. 49 minus 46. So 300 divided by 4, which means he has 75 bags available at 17 a pop.
Matt, you're killing me, kid. Let's make an order, all right?
How about $500?
And how long does something like this usually take to get back to you? Oh, okay, that answers that question.
Sending parcel post to Chelsea, COD $4. Parcel post means the mail slot in Chelsea. $4 means it'll be waiting for me by 4 p.m.
Yeah, looks like you'll be waiting for us. Good work. You get high in your crazy high school days?
What kind of question is that?
Honest one?
Yeah, in college. Did this Davis. He was in a grunge band. He was hot. I really like to smoke pot, so.
So he's hot, so you just did it too, huh?
Yeah, we always pushed boundaries back then. Like the kids today, the boundaries they're pushing though, so much more dangerous.
Ben Foster. What a coincidence. He's a friend of ours.
No, it's just messenger.
What's the envelope?
Just messenger, señorita.
Just messenger, yeah. We get it. Don't kill the messenger, right? Okay, tell you what. Tell us where this came from. We won't kill you. Yeah?
The bike shop.
The bike store, huh?
Come here and cuff this mug. What for? I import quality bicycles.
Yeah, we should have used one. You might got away. You alright?
Reagan, check this out. This guy Carell's got a major drug lab in the back.
A lot of high-end bicycles. Hey, keep them down here.
Back here.
Oh, look what we have here. Look at that. Guess the cat's out of the bag, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Good night, now.
I'm gonna put the cat back in the bag.
All right. Okay. 5 big kids. You know, scumbags like you really make my blood boil. Would you listen? Arsenic, strychnine. You have your facts wrong, detective. My brand is pure. Looks like pure poison to me. I'm a businessman. Consistency brings repeat customers. My brand is popular because it's reliable. Okay. Test it, you'll see. Oh, we're gonna test it. Believe me. Get him out of my face.
Looking at a spike in gadget thefts on the subway since that new PDA came out, but we're on it, boss. Tomorrow's press conference has been pushed to 1,300 hours, and then there's the renaming dedication of the Police Athletic League boxing gym. You mentioned wanting to wear the uniform for that.
What about MCAT?
We're waiting for lab results to come back.
Well, what do you have?
Hey, there he is. Ronnie, 2 bucks. Got it, dude.
He's got dinner waiting, so hey, one day with your brother, all right? The old man always said to celebrate your victories. Said to those like, feels like about it. You better make your drug dealer off the street. So the good guys. Hey, guys.
Hello, hello.
Remember Jane?
Okay, so I have bad news and worse news.
You did a less bad news.
Alright, the ODs in Queens, meth heads, there's no connection.
Oh, well, then that's a relief.
Exactly. And the tox screen came back on our dead boys. It was a lethal dose of potassium chloride.
Oh, not really a science geek.
It's a common chemical used in fertilizers and water softeners. It's not used in recreational drugs.
They also use it in death row inmates for lethal injections. I turned on the Innocence Project.
Well, the ME said that a high enough concentration of potassium chloride mixed with a sedative effective heroin can stop a heart like that.
That's a solid pitch, huh?
Dan, that's the worst news. It's not Carvel. The lab tested the MCAT that came from Carvel's shop and tested the MCAT from Wayne Foster's sample. It was heroin, methadone, and baby laxative. Neither one had potassium chloride.
Great. Carvel told the truth. All right, so we got 1 packet of MCAT with potassium chloride. Carvel didn't put it in there. Who did?
The only thing I'm thinking is that maybe Billy wanted a bigger high. Put it in there.
Maybe somebody else is looking to kill him. If that's true, they're coming at this all along. Reagan. If they did, then who was the target? You know, Romano, Allison, do you know one of the friends, all 4 of them?
The only person who can ask is 100,000 dudes.
I'm gonna go ask Allison now, because she just got run down on Riverside Drive. Going for a jog. Ronnie, come on my car. You got next time, kid. How's she doing? She's one lucky girl. She turned and saw it just in time. Caught flipped in. Took off.
Allison, Detective Reagan, my partner, Detective Court, told me mentioned at the hospital. You remember? Can you tell me what happened?
I don't know. I was running, trying to clear my head, get everything out of my system.
Something made me turn back and there was a car coming straight at me.
Did you see the driver?
The headlights burned my eyes.
How about the car? Can you make out the model or make?
It was medium-sized. Dark colors. It wasn't an SUV or anything.
New York license plate?
It all happened so fast. I think I did see a bumper sticker from my school, though. I don't know. I could be imagining.
Hey, look, Allison, we think that somebody may have deliberately poisoned Billy and his friends, and you too.
And from what you're telling us now, it looks like they tried to hurt you again.
Oh my God, this can't be happening.
Look, is there anyone you can think of who may have wanted to do something like this? To Billy, to you?
Caitlin hates me, I know that.
Because of Billy?
She said that she broke up with him, and he said it was the other way around.
You said she hates you.
Yeah, well, I'm all over her hate book.
Hate book? Is that what it sounds like?
Some of the girls have them. They're like journals of everyone they hate. I saw it once in chem class. There's some really neat stuff about Billy, too.
And Caitlin took chemistry as well.
Her, me, and Billy were in the same class.
It's hard to believe that Caitlin Breyer is capable of murder. She can be difficult, moody, but...
Look at this.
Look at this.
What's it?
Found some mysterious white powder in Caitlin's lab station. Not in anyone else's.
You know what it is?
No?
No, they can do that in the lab.
Yeah, no. I can help myself.
Oh.
Potassium chloride.
How do you know?
Potassium turns violet when overheat.
Looks like somebody's Catholic school education paid off, by the way. Hey, found my Caitlin's lock. What do you think with this? I wish that picture was dead, her and Billy both. I'd like to set them both on fire and watch them burn and beg me for water.
Teenage girls love to vent. It's second nature to them, like breathing. That doesn't mean she'd actually kill someone.
Right.
So she didn't mean any of this stuff in this book, huh?
Read this yet, Dad? Good stuff.
Well, I loved Billy. I would never really kill him. Okay, what about with Allison? She had Billy and you wanted him. No, I didn't want Billy anymore. I dumped him, okay?
That's not what we heard.
Well, all Billy ever wanted to do was have sex and get high, and it got worse.
Sex?
Well, he kept wanting me to do this drug with him. He said it would bring us closer. I mean, I'm sorry, but if you're dating me, you don't need chemicals.
More stuff.
And then I found out that he was sneaking behind my back without... No, this was before Allison. He even admitted to it, but he wouldn't tell me who it was. And I didn't care anymore anyway.
So he had a secret love. Okay, let's talk a little bit more about Allison's next, okay?
Okay. You already asked me, I said I didn't do it.
Alright, so where were you between 6 and 7 last night?
Caitlin has Pilates on Friday night.
Dad, with the questions. Let the girl answer.
Well, actually I didn't go. I went shopping in Soho.
You lied about that too?
Can you verify that? Can anyone verify that? Do you have any receipts from your little shopping trip?
No, but I tweeted the whole time. You can ask Sarah and Rachel, they'll tell you everywhere I went. Or if you have an account, you could go back and follow them yourself.
Follow her on Twitter. She told you to follow her on Twitter. Look, we got the hate book, we got motive, the alibi from last night's very
All right, check out her alibi. We'll squeeze her friends if we're still there.